Hello and welcome to the next update from Legoland Malaysia. Now we're just leaving the Ninjago section. That is a fantastic section of this theme park. And right next door, as you can see, we're going to be walking into the adventure section. So I do this over the day. So what I do is I have a quick look around to get on one of the rides. You can see that it's got this really cool fan and all these amazing palm trees. And then I come back later on when the park is basically empty and show you guys and girls where the playground and everything is for the smaller ones, because this has something for all age demographics and it is a little bit bigger than what it looks like on camera. Now the cool thing is that at Legoland Malaysia they have these big fans, so if you do actually stand underneath them, especially in the Miniland section, they do keep you very, very cool indeed. Now they have got the beetle bouncers, which is obviously a thing they have at a lot of the different theme parks around the world, but the theming of this one is the same as the one in Dubai, and it is also the same at Legoland Windsor, but the beetle bouncers at Billund is slightly different. I think it's like a frog hopper instead, so that's in a completely different section of their park. Now with regards to what we're going to be looking at, if we were to just to walk in a straight line, we would leave. There is just a small little area on this map. It's like pockets of different things at Legoland Malaysia. Some of them are really big, some of them are a little bit smaller. The queue lines for some things are surprisingly huge, others are absolutely tiny, but they do have models absolutely everywhere, as you can see by this, well, massive camel. And yes, it was very, very hot on the day of me filming this. In fact, it was that hot when I started to film the Miniland. For the first ever time, the GoPro overheated because there was just no air, and that's never ever happened to me before, so it took a long time to cool down. That is why some of these videos are so short, because the camera just got so hot so quickly, because we are about 38 to 40, I think, at some point of one of these days, and I think it was today. And then on average in Singapore you were in the mid-30s most of the time as well. But you can see we have got the Lost Kingdom Adventure. That is their laser shooter ride. Very, very smooth, and it is completely different, again, just comparing it to Legoland Windsor. It is one that you sit on and then obviously it spins around. Some of them will be the ones where they have multiple lights. Some of them, it's very much a case of you shoot it once, it goes from green to red, you shoot the red, and then it gives you more points. So this one is a bit of both. The one in Dubai is the newest because it has multiple colours on, I do believe. But the one in Windsor, I think, is now, after seeing all of these, is just starting to show its age ever so slightly, even though it is still really good fun to get on and obviously shoot everything. And yes, that is actually a real cactus mixed in with all of the Lego models on the floor. Now, I mentioned that I was staying in Singapore, and obviously this park is from Legoland Malaysia. So if you want to see more bits and pieces from Legoland, or sorry, I say from Singapore, and how I got to Legoland Malaysia, head over to the Global Life Travels channel, and you'll see all the other little bits and pieces that I got up to alongside this Lego trip, because I've now got a separate channel for non-Lego related bits and pieces. But you can see just the amazing detail that is on the inside just here. And the nice thing about this park is a lot of the queue lines were either covered, there was a lot of under shelter seating area to get away from either the sun, or of course if it was to rain you could just stand there and wouldn't have to worry, because obviously they do get very, very big storms as well. And when you get time and check out the fantastic Miniland that they've got here, you will see just how clever they have got their Miniland undercover, because it's not indoors like the one in Dubai, but they do have it all undercover. So if it was too hot, it felt a little bit cooler, especially if you got close enough to the fans, even though the GoPro camera didn't agree with that, because that is the first time it overheated. But you can see that they have fans everywhere, but they don't have the spray system like they use over in the States. So they don't have that over here, but those fans were doing a good job, and it didn't take that long at all to get round. Now the high score was 75,000. I did not miss a target and only managed the mid 55s, and I was by myself. So I'd love to know the person that managed to get 75,000. Not that I'm competitive, but I thought I was going to walk away with a really high score, and I did nothing but I didn't miss anything because it's so much easier doing it by yourself. But you can see with this one, this is not the one that spins round. The one that spins round and has the multiple colours is in Dubai, but this one actually has different models and it's a different track configuration as what they've got at Legoland Windsor. And again, these big turbines just stood there right now. It was a breath of fresh air just stood there. You can see you've got the dark clouds coming in, so I was getting a little bit worried that it was going to start to rain. But if you were to go left now, you'll go into the Ninjago section, and then I do believe there's an amazing dinosaur section there with a incredible log flume. So just keep your eyes peeled for all the videos that are going to be uploaded from this fantastic park. And obviously, if you're watching it from the future, there is a Legoland Malaysia park web playlist already up and running, alongside the ones from Dubai, Windsor, Billund, and potentially Germany by now as well, depending on when you're watching this. But again, you've got all this nice shade with the actual natural lighting, and the nice thing is that they have this here. This is something a little bit different. They've got the height restrictions of every single ride as you enter the land, which I think all parks should do, because you can just see it. They've got a little measuring thing just there. So if you're walking to the Littleland and you go, oh, there's absolutely no point, because sometimes you could queue up for ages and then get rejected. And now the maps are everywhere as well. I did this completely blind. I did no research whatsoever. I just turned up, had a look at the map, got my bearings and walked around, and there was lots of different little cut-throughs like this, for example, but that then just joins under the queue line. And if you carry on walking in this direction, I think it takes you to a completely different section of the park as well. And there's the mini land in the middle, so you can use that as a cut-through to get to different places. And again, they've got a couple of other models just dotted around. I think there's a slightly different donkey, and you can tell it's a little bit later. So we're about to be having a look. There's nobody here now, look. All of the smaller ones have gone home. I walked around this first before I filmed it, and there was no little ones inside. They had just left all the lights on, and that is one very big play area for the smaller ones to play in, and then you can just wrap it around. Obviously, it's all padded and all protected. This is the first time I've properly seen one of these this close, because obviously normally you just walk past it. And I think the one in Dubai is so well covered with regards to it keeping everybody cool. It's actually inside like a tent, so you actually have to walk through a curtain to be able to get onto it. But like I said, we'll be doing lots and lots of different comparison videos this year from all of the different Legoland parks around the world once I have got all of these videos uploaded. But I am very, very quickly starting to run out of time. We've got just under a minute left. So if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Again, let us know what you think of this section of the park and how does it compare to your local Legoland park. I am hoping to visit a few more Legoland parks in the year of 2024, and then hopefully tick off the rest of them in 2025. So every single Legoland park in the world we would have then visited, and it'll be up on the channel, so we can start doing lots and lots of different comparison videos. There's a lot of traveling content to come now over the next few months. But guys, again, if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Ta-da.